How's it going, everybody? Joys of Sorrow here. Welcome to the Joys of Sorrow channel. So, uh, kind of wanted to talk a little bit about travel rods or, you know, portable fishing rods. And I have a few, about three of them. One of them being the pen fishing rod, which in the long term is really more of a novelty or at best, moderate, ultra light fishing rod. I've actually caught bass and small bass on it. Uh, Sorry, it's traffic hour, so. But obviously, again, it is a little more of a novelty than an actual fishing rod. I have a K-bar survival fishing rod, which I have really yet to try out. This year, I want to make the effort to do so. But I do have a third rod that I've been using for a while. Uh, that's done me pretty well, and although I don't use it in the most conventional or probably the proper method, it just worked for me. That's this one right here. It's the Shakespeare Durango panfish pole. Is a 10-foot cane pole rod. And what do I mean by cane pole rod? I mean, this is telescopic. I mean, it literally just comes out and, you know, comes out to 10 feet, and you got a simple float. Where's my hook? Oh, this one's just actually tied up on there. Must have maybe like torn the hook or something. You got a simple float, simple weight, hook to it, and then you just set it down. Very, very simple setup. This has been in my car for about, maybe about 3.5, 4 years, and it just sits at the bottom of my trunk. And it's pretty scuffed and scratched up, but I have actually caught fish with this. And the reason it's set up like this is what I would do is, again, I would just take the cap off, pull it all out. Well, first I would unwind this, put out, give it more line, and then once I've actually gotten the whole pole out, I'd release enough line to the bait is at the very bottom of the pole, and then I would start twisting the rod so that the line was wrapping around it, uh, similar to one of the proper methods you're actually supposed to be using these cane pole rods. Uh, and I thought, being able to carry extra line would also be a benefit as well as an emergency or travel or survival rod. I picked this up for about $4. It was on clearance at a Walmart one day. Bought it. I really didn't think much of it, but I have been fishing with it, and it catches fish. I mean, I've caught largemouth bass with this one in particular. Caught bluegill, caught perch. Um, I think I've caught even a small catfish one time with this thing. So this is getting old. Again, got a bit of damage on there. So I was at Walmart today, and I think thought to myself, maybe I'd like to upgrade uh, something along the same lines. And even though, like I said, I still have yet to test that K-bar fishing survival fishing system. The cane pole really does seem to me like it is a viable option for lightweight, uh, you know, travel rod or survival rod that won't really, take much weight. I don't want to say space, because even though some of these folded up, I'm gonna show you this new one right here I have in a minute, or collapsed, are still kind of big. They're not as big as like a two-piece rod, or uh, but they're also not as small as collapsible rods. But you don't have a reel to deal with, so that's one thing I do really like. So this is what I want to show you guys. This is what I got today. So I basically upgraded to a Black Widow Ready Rig fishing pole. Now this one's a 13 footer. You can actually tell by the thickness. This is the 10 footer. This is the 13. I will say the one strange thing though is that this is rated for 4 to 8 pounds, and this one here is rated for 4 to 10. If I remember right, yeah, 4 to 10 pounds. So it's kind of weird that the smaller one can handle bigger fish than a bigger one like this. And it's the same thing for the 10-foot version. There's a 10-foot version that you can get at Walmart. 10 footer I think is about $8 and change. This was $10. And the cool thing about this one, this is of course the ready rig. So this actually already comes with a floater, some line, and if I remember right, yeah, there's a hook in it. And it even has instructions onto how to actually, put the line on this the the proper way. I'm assuming is what it's called. So let me go ahead and get some of this plastic out of here. And I'll show you guys what I mean by telescopic. So there's your cap. Hold on to that. Now there's the tip. Okay, that's stretched out. There's the second section. Stretched out. Here comes out the third section. And then the part I was originally holding is the fourth section. Now I'm just going to go ahead and put these on the floor here and give you guys a look at how long this rod is. You guys can see that well, but yeah, this is a 13-foot pole rod. Down. There we go. But big rod, big rod. And the reason that I decided to for my new one to go with the 13 footer is that, well, I have an ocean near to me, and on high tide at a pier, I can easily use something like this to get at some smaller fish or even some bait fish, and I could use that on one of my bigger reels to catch bigger fish. Or, you know, I could also go after mullet. Let me just go ahead and adjust this again. There we go. Now, cool thing about this setup too is that it comes with everything you need right out of the box, or right out of the store, pretty much. Go ahead and see what's inside of here. So, for those of you who are curious of the brand, there it is, B&M. There you go, 13-foot length, 4 sections, black widow, line, hook, float, and sinker. So, pretty much all the tackle you need. Now, cool thing is they have the instructions on the what is supposed to be, I guess, the proper way to tie this line that it comes with to the tip. Now, I'm not going to do that in this video because just it's not a hard review of the rod. I just kind of want to talk about the cane pole rods as a survival rod or lightweight travel rod being a viable option. I'm giving you my opinion on that. And again, for $10, here's the other stuff it comes with. Pull it out. It's all already wrapped up in this little plastic rig holder, I guess you'd call it. But yeah, you got a few feet of line. You got your floater there. Sinker is right there, and the hook is right there. Now the hook on this is it's not a bait holder. It just looks like a long shaft hook, which from what I've been seeing some videos on here on YouTube, this is what you want for this kind of setup. So Eventually, I'm going to do this rig setup. I'll obviously follow the instructions that come with it to learn, and maybe I'll make a video on that, and then I'll obviously make a video one day with this going on the water. But now the cool thing about these pole rods is you want bigger, you can get it. I think 30 feet is the biggest I've seen. Now I've only seen them online. I've actually seen 20 and 24 footers, with my eyes and being used. I saw a gentleman out in Redondo Beach over by King Harbor on the rocks where they let you fish. He was using a pole rod to catch fish. He was using a 24 footer. And again, it's just a simple setup. Once you have the pole all the way out there, your line is either at the longest, the bottom of your pole. Some people usually what they'll sometimes do is they'll go as short as, the beginning of the first section here, or the fourth section, depending on how you want to count it, or they'll go as somewhere right here in the middle to compensate for this bend, because this tip here, it has quite a bit of bend, quite a bit of bend. As a matter of fact, if you look at the way you tie it off, it looks like you take about 6 to 8 inches of the actual tip and tie around your line so that you can distribute better the force that the fish puts on this pole when it pulls it, and so you just rip out that eyelet. Um, so I've been told, but again, this is just very lightweight. This isn't even a pound. I gotta be honest; it's not even a pound of stuff on you, and you can carry extra floats easily. You can make your own rigs yourself if you want to just make ready rigs. Or my thing would be is, since I was already at Walmart, Walmart sells these. Since this is the limit for this is 8 pounds. This is 8 pound mono. That's 100 yards. It was $1.16, $1.18, something like that. So $10, $1 and change. Um, I can get small hooks, and I didn't actually buy them at the store because I have so many of these hooks already. Now these might be rusty because these are coming straight out of my package. Looks rusty, but they're not. You can go buy a pack of these also at Walmart. They're about $1 and change. I want to say about $1.50, $1.80. Um, and it comes with about 20 hooks, and these are size 8s. So size 6, size 8 is what they recommend for this, you know. Excuse me